Hi everyone, Success Coach Michelle Weimer here with this week's Masterful Mindset. So our quote this week comes from Margie Worrell, and the quote is, "The best self-help must always begin with self-compassion." So the last couple of weeks, I've been challenging you to be patient with yourself, right? A couple of weeks ago, I challenged you to be patient with yourself. And then last week, I talked a lot about nurturing relationships, including nurturing the relationship you had with yourself. So this week, I want to take it a step farther and talk about not being so hard on yourself, okay? Not beating yourself up for not being enough, basically. So the questions that I have for you this week are, are you hypercritical of everything that you do, beating yourself up for all of your imperfections? How hard are you on yourself? And do you believe that you never, maybe you believe you never do enough, or that you aren't enough? Do you judge yourself based on other people's standards or expectations? Now, as we start to talk about this, don't get me wrong, I highly encourage people all the time to work on self-improvement, on self-growth. Obviously, that's a big part of what I teach and what I do. But I'm not just talking about that feeling that maybe you want to improve and you want to be your best self. I mean, that's great and that's wonderful. What I'm referring to more is when you believe that who you are is not enough, so you have to be better, you have to be more. Or if you're someone who is a high achiever, it's so easy to go overboard into that overachiever place. And at that point, then every success you have, no matter what it is, it's never enough, right? Because you hit that point where you believe that nothing is enough. So I'm really talking about those areas now. Either that belief that you're not good enough, you're never good enough, and so you never really strive for anything, or that overachiever place where you maybe feel like nothing you do is ever quite enough. You're always striving for more and more and more. And again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that striving isn't good. And I'm not saying, that pushing yourself now and then isn't a good thing. We always want to be in growth. But think about what the intention is behind it. Are you pushing yourself because you believe who you are is not enough and you have to prove and push to be more? Or are you pushing yourself or wanting to make or create changes in your life because you want to be in continual growth? You love who you are. You do know that you're enough, but you want to continue to strive to grow and to improve. So my challenge for you this week is to really be compassionate towards yourself, right? I want you to embrace the person that you are, flaws and all, right? We all have flaws and all. Embrace the person that you are, and then be, nurturing and patient as you grow into the person that you want to become. All right? One of the suggestions that I have, actually, if you're someone who never believes you're enough, that you do enough, is get a success journal. Start writing out every night. Write out something that you have done well that day, something you've succeeded at, or that you've accomplished, or that you've, maybe it's just even something you've checked off your to-do list, or something that you've done well, a success that you've had each and every day. That's a great way to start to acknowledge those successes, to know that who you are is enough. But really, again, the challenge is really about being compassionate with yourself and knowing that the person that you are is enough, embracing who you are. Give yourself permission to make mistakes, right? That we all do. You're not perfect. None of us are perfect. And, celebrate the person that you're becoming. Today's author of the quote, she simply puts it like this: back yourself more, doubt yourself less, and get off of your own back. So that's it for this week. Until next time, this is Success Coach Michelle Weimer. Goodbye for now.